Good afternoon and welcome. Okay, I always look to make sure everything is live and recording and blue, which means I'm connected. So, welcome. This is Pat Mayer, and I'm an independent stamp demonstrator in Akron, Ohio. And this is the last Monday before Christmas. So, let me know if you are here. I have something very quick and easy to show you today. I was really scrambling by the seat of my pants, and then about an hour ago, I had some friends call and say, "Are you going to be home?" And I said yes, and so that took a little bit of the time during my creativity. So, but I hadn't seen them for a long time, and so anyway, I finished getting my thoughts together and made it happen. So, yes, Rose and Holly is here, and I took your suggestion from last week to make a New Year's card. So I hope even if you don't have these products, it sparks your creativity and gets you going. And if you saw what I wrote, if you have cards that you know aren't going to get in the mail and you need some cards to mail, why not New Year's cards? Sometimes the pressure is off and you don't have to worry about making sure things are done for Christmas. And then people love to get mail after Christmas, right? Maybe Christmas cards get lost. I don't know. I'm very behind this year. So anyway, let's get going. I'll show you what I have. Let's flip down to my desktop. And I do have a couple of cards to show you at the end, and then I'll show you what I'm making. But what I'm using today, I used early on in my card making, and I know these are being retired, and I'm absolutely not sure if they're even left yet. From the September, December mini catalog, which is coming to an end. And these are the gold dipped mix and match cards and envelopes. I love them. I think I did go through one pack. I made some cards in a previous video. And then all these ephemera things. The joyful images, mix and match ephemera, joyful sayings. Sadly, there were not a lot of things with Happy New Year's or New Year's, but you can make it work with an alphabet set, especially one that has numbers. So that's where I have basically done my ideas for today. I also pulled in the iconic imagery set, which I've used a lot. There are dies to go with this, which I actually had planned on using one of the dies, and then I changed my mind. And that's what I do, and that's why I'm scrambling at the end. Hello, Nancy, and listen while doing an errand, and then you can you can see what I'm making later. Excuse me. So I've only used the Celebrate from this set, and I'm pretty sure this is retiring too. Most everything from the mini catalog is going to be retired, sadly. So that's that. Here are all of these ephemera things. Here's one I haven't even opened yet. And here is one that has a lot of Christmas words on it. And I don't know why you couldn't use those for New Year's as well. Wishing you a Christmas full of peace and wonder, and then say Happy New Year on the inside. 'Tis the season. There wasn't enough in here really for Happy New Year that I would have liked. 'Tis the season. You could always use the happy and then make a new year from the alphabet set. Here's a happy. Season's greetings goes all the way through. the holidays. There is one Happy New Year, small one, which I'm going to use. But these are just great to have on hand to get quick and easy cards done. So let me get started here. And then I've got a bunch of them in a box here too, so I can just pull out what I want. So not a lot of stamping today, just creating. And that's what happens when we're running out of time. So for this, I pulled out the Alphabet a la Mode dies. These are, where are they in the catalog? In the annual catalog, of course. I don't know if they're actually shown. No, they are not. Let me see. Page 98. Here we go. It doesn't show the whole set, which is still something that I'm struggling with this catalog, that you don't see the entire set of something, but it shows you a portion of it. It's a $42 set, but it is well worth the money. But it does show you that it's nice and skinny, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. And if you want to see the full set, you could go online and do the search for it there in the online store. I'm also using, and let me look back at these for a minute. You can see that these are very skinny, and then you think, oh, how am I going to glue those down? Well, that's where the adhesive sheets come in handy, and they're simple. Make sure you save all the little pieces here too. And they're great for any small die cut. And they're adhesive on one side, and then you put your paper there. Let me give you an idea here. Something that I would be using. I've already done the die cutting for this, but they come in sheets that are 6 by 12. And then there's perforation line here. So you pull one of those off. Let me grab a piece of paper. Okay. You pull this off and put it on your paper. And I would cut that off, or have a piece of paper cut already. So I don't know that you would need to save this little piece. These were what we used to carry, the Sizzix ones, and I had an old one stuck in here. They work exactly the same. So let me set that aside. And then you would take your numbers or your alphabet and put it on the paper side. So I was taking 2, 0, and then I'll need another 2 and a 5, and run those through the die cut machine. And then you've got your adhesive already there, which is perfect. And then with the alphabet, you do have double letters on some of the letters that are used more frequently, like the E's and the A. There's only one I. Some of the vowels have more than one. 2 S's, 2 T's, just to make it a little bit easier. So that is a perfect set to have in your stash. They're also very easy to lose. So I do have these on magnet sheets, and then I put them back there immediately. Okay, let me, again, that little hiccup in my afternoon when some company came got me kind of discombobulated here. Okay, so before I get started, I do want to say again that Celebration and a new mini catalog are coming January 7th. So we've got that length of time, but I can't show you the inside of these catalogs yet, and I think you will love them. Rose, you should have gotten one from me. Did it get there yet? I believe that they should be now. I know sometimes, especially when we mail mini catalogs at this time of the year, they get a little bit waylaid, and so I hope you get it. Okay, let's put that aside. Oh, what a mess I have here. Put the regular catalog aside. And don't think I need that. So I think all the things that I've shown you that I'm going to use, I can set aside. Okay, these are the gold-tipped cards and envelopes. They are a little bit bigger, which is nice. You didn't get it yet. Okay. Well, hang in, because again, it's not going to be, maybe by another week you should get it. And if not, I'll get one to you for sure. But these can be either horizontal or portrait, or it depends on how you want the colors. Some of them have the color at the bottom. But however you use them, they're lovely. And again, they're a larger size. These are actually 4 1/4 across, but they're 6 long instead of 5 1/2. So just a little bit bigger. And I think I had done this when I used this before, to cut these in half, get 2 cards, cut up the envelopes. You can do a lot of things with them. Okay, this is the card that I'm going to make. And I have one of the Cherry Cobbler ones with its coordinating envelope. And I pulled out the poinsettia from the ephemera pack. The little Happy New Year. And then in here I have, cut out in gold, yep, they're all there. And this was from, I think I've used almost all of the gold, the textured metallic specialty paper. And silver would also be good, or this dark gray, and copper. So again, this is going to be very, very quick today. Now I've already put the adhesive behind here. And let me give you a tip on how I'm going to arrange this. Okay, probably not gluing anything down yet. Happy New Year 2025. Can you believe it? And I like these being so skinny because you can really get them close together. So if you have a small space, you're good to go. Happy New Year 2025. Okay, so that's what this is going to look like. Now, I'm going to pull that off because I'm probably going to add these on with dimensionals. But let's get these so that they're going to go on there straight. Let me get rid of that glare from my overhead light here. That's a little bit better. So I'm going to line these up. You could use your grid paper or a ruler, or in this case, I'm going to use the grid on my glass mat. There we go. So these are about 1/2 inch by 2.5 inches. I didn't even measure that. If you need to get the space, 2 inches. So you could spread them out. You could make them as close together as you like, or spread them out a little bit depending upon the space that you have. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, zoom out. There, that's pretty good. Now I typically use press and seal, which you can find in your kitchen probably. I just don't happen to have any down here right now. So I'm using a piece of this low-tack tape that I have. I think I ordered it online. So it's not real sticky, but it's sticky enough. And so I'm going to put that piece right across here. And pick those up, so now they're all straight. Now let's put the rest of the card together. And let's add some dimensionals to this. Do I have some big dimensionals? Here I've got some pieces parts of pack that's left. So how are you winding up these last couple of days before the big day on Wednesday? I hope you're all done and you can relax and take it easy and not have to worry because everything's done. Ha ha ha. Not sure that that always works because there's always some last minute things to do. Okay. All right, I guess all I have here are mini dimensionals, so let's use those up. Because I don't want this to collapse in the middle. So I'm adding a bunch down in the center. And that should about do it. One more. Okay, before I take those off, I'm going to put this Happy New Year here and add little dimensionals with that too. Get back up in camera range. I don't think we're going to have a white Christmas. There is snow on the ground that is probably going to melt before then, because I think we're going to get some yucky weather later, but not really icy or cold, just enough to make a mess. Rose, your homemade cards to hand out with your presents. Wonderful. So I'm going to put the Happy New Year up here. And then here I'm going to put this down. And then with a pokey tool, which is eluding me right now, I need to peel off the adhesive on the back. Excuse me. Still dealing with that cough. It's better than it was last week. Now, if my nails will cooperate here. But the adhesive sheets are amazing, and they last a long time. Because you typically don't use them unless it's for very small dies or small things that you want, and then you just need a little part of it. Okay, so now that that is done, I can place this down where I want it to go. Let me see. Let's see where it's going to look on the card before I actually finish this off. So just press that down. The adhesive will stick. And it is pretty unforgiving, so I wouldn't want to try to take that off of there again. And then just carefully pull this off. Oops, that one didn't stick down. There we go. So now we have Happy New Year 2025. Peel these off the back. Okay, I think I got them all. They're all nice and shiny. And put that there where I want it to go. So there, Happy New Year. This isn't really very straight though. Let's see if I can straighten that a little bit. There we go. And then I have some, I think these may be retired, but I'm still using them. So use what you have. That's my goal this year. for 2025, use the things I have and add some gold sequins to this to bling it up a little bit. Let's add a couple in there. And since I'm wanting to use them up, I might as well use more than my typical 3. Need some good placement here. So there's that. And 1, 2. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more, like, run out of space. Okay, right there. So there is New Year's card number 1. And let me show you the other 2 that I made ahead of time. Okay, all using the same gold trimmed envelopes and some of the ephemera. So here's one. And I used Celebrate, which I embossed, and Fussy Cut Out from the Iconic stamp set, Iconic Imagery, and added the 2025 in a little bit different form there. So let's add some bling to that as well. Put some of these on the wreath. Let's get that back off of there and put them on the wreath. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one, I used the blue. So I used a green, a red, and a blue. This is Night of Navy. And I embossed Celebrate on there, as I did here, but didn't cut it out. And then just did 2025 on there and added a lot of little bling. So we've got a red, a green, and a blue. See, so there we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. So that's it for today. As I said, quick and easy. Lots of things still left to do, but having fun doing it, and that's what is important. So let me know if you need anything. Take care of before the end of the year. But otherwise, I will see you planning to next Monday, which will be the 30th, right? 30, 31, and 1, right. Next week will be the 30th of December, so Christmas will be over, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas. However you do celebrate. Thanks, Rose. So I hope that gave you some ideas for something, whether you do this year or next year, but it's good to go. So thanks for being here, everybody, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.